burning bridges is one suggestion that I definitely advise you to not do. It's terrifying. And I read a post the other day that said that if you want to start something, you have to go all in.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't get done.
We did completely different jobs and different schooling, but we had such a good time because I think it was a different interest of ours.
Yeah. Hey, Chelsea, say hello. You're here with Cindy.
And Rosie, and welcome to his party.
Whoa.
So many sound effects.
These are all real, okay? They're not like some DJ in the background.
Yeah, it's just pure talent.
Pure talent, exactly. I like that. I like how it sounds.
Girl,
you're talented.
You're gonna be making me laugh. Slapping my knee.
Not to slap on the knee, girl.
That was so funny. Cut to me slapping my knee. That's a knee slap.
It's a knee slapper.
That's a knee slap.
Well, if you tuned in to last episode, which we're thankful if you did, and if you didn't, that's okay, because you can watch it later.
Go watch it right after this.
Right after there's a lot little details in there.
Something that we've been doing though with our first 5 episodes. This is the 5th one?
Yeah.
5th one?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. 6th
one, because last time we did.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right. Okay, so the one with the Q&A, that was just like a little commercial break. But if you notice, if you're watching from the episode 1, we've been trying to do like a full circle from, what was our first one about? Our friendship, how we met, right? And then we talked about
our high school and middle school experiences,
our first love, and then we did the Q&A, and then we did our quinceañeras, and now we're gonna talk about our college experience. So it's like a full circle moment.
Yeah, this
that we wanted to
all
do.
Before we actually met.
Yeah.
So
right before and like right in between.
We had exactly. Yeah. That's true. You're right, because I was there at yours and you were there at mine, which is crazy because it feels so long ago.
It does. It was.
It really was. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful.
I love. All right, let's talk about our college experience because we both have similar stories in terms of like going to school, pursuing one thing, and then completely changing our paths. But it was weird. Like we both did something very similar.
Yeah. And we completed something as well. Like
so
at the end of the day,
and now we're here doing this.
Yeah, now it's a whole different thing that we've been talking about for years. So. It's finally in the works, and I'm glad that we're doing it.
Me too.
It's real cool.
We're so close to posting. All right, girl. So tell the audience, what did you want to pursue right out of high school? Fresh out of high school.
Right out of high school. Mm-hmm. I think I wanted to be something along the lines of like social work. Mm-hmm. But then when I dug more into it, I realized that my heart was not able to let me. Meaning like, I'm such an empath, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. I would cry in every case. And anybody, even to the dogs that just passed by, I'm like crying and happy tears, sad tears. And I don't think I'd be able to do that, to get my heart involved into that so deeply. Mm-hmm. I don't think my heart would have let me, Yeah.
It's difficult. I know they train you on that type of stuff, but it's like, it's still a human.
No,
human to human.
Exactly. And like making those decisions, I mean, be that may what the government may say that it'll benefit the child or not, it's like, you don't know. You're the stranger still. You don't know what's best for the kids. And there's so many circumstances. And I don't think my heart would be able to do that. As much as I'd like to help in that way, my heart would not.
If you do that as a job, how do you do it?
Yeah, kudos to you.
Yeah,
for real.
And also thank you for you do.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for what you do. But yeah, how do you do it? And advice for anyone else who's pursuing that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, that is really tough. You must have like a strong will, I guess, for that, for sure. Yeah, you know what I mean?
So.
I don't have that. I'm learning. I don't have that still. I don't know if I ever will. I don't know, but...
I don't know.
That's what I wanted originally to do, to be like a sociologist, a social worker.
So did you go to school for that specifically?
No, actually. I ended up going to Pasadena City College. Woot woot. And I ended up at first going into like paralegal. So I started taking a bunch That's when we met. Yeah. That was later towards the semester. I think the first year that I was there, I was just trying to do my general ed. Get it out of the way.
As we all do. Oh, the worst part of community college.
Exactly. I mean, it has to get done. So I was like, let's just get it done and out of the way. So I did that first, and then when we met, that's when I was already doing like at the end of my paralegal certificate. I only had like 2 classes to finish.
You did?
Yeah, so I've been contemplating whether I go back to finish
Can I just finish these 2, please?
Yeah, that's it.
Give me my certificate.
Give me my certificate. That's all I
charge
needed.
for this.
Yes. So I've been thinking about it, but like life has changed from that at that moment. I volunteered at the San Fernando courthouse. I tried to, do a bunch of hours in different ways, and I got a few interviews for a couple law places. I didn't get the position, but just to get the experience, to see that ambiance is so different versus like what I'm doing now. It's drastically different, So definitely when I first started college, I really, really liked it. My dad always thought I always had like a really good passion for arguments, and I can argue both sides if I need to.
She's a Libra. If that says anything, there must be balance. Many law offices, if you notice, it's a scale.
It is.
Which is her.
Exactly.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
Yeah. So my dad has always said that, and he's like, why don't you do it? Why don't you go? And I ended up doing it. I liked it, but then I realized that the school was a little longer than what I thought at that moment, because I was so young. I was like in my 20s, early 20s. And I was like, oh, that career is going to take forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, maybe not. Plus, I didn't know what kind of attorney I wanted to be. At first, I wanted to be an immigration attorney, but with my own experience with my family, I was like, I don't know if I'd want to do that, because then
that's another emotion.
Yes, exactly. Yep. So I was like, I don't know if I'd want to do that. And I was like, maybe I'll just do contract law. It's the easiest. It's simple. It's plain. You didn't follow the rules or the guidelines, and that's it. So
you're sued.
Yes. Here you go.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing when I first started college.
Okay.
What about you, girl? What was your initial thing that you wanted to do, and then what did you end up doing when you were first in college?
Okay, when I first out of high school, I for sure wanted to do hairstyling or like cosmetology.
Ooh.
Yeah, I really, really wanted to do that. And then, talking with the family and stuff, it kind of turned into like, oh, you can make that your business, but you need to take business classes, obviously. So it's like, go to school, get your degree in business, and then go to cosmetology school. Well, one thing about me, I'm not good at math. So those accounting classes, I fucking hated them, and I couldn't pass math. My GEs, like, oh my god, I just can't. I just
math
couldn't. I'm sorry,
girl.
I'm a creative. I'm not the people who are very good at math like that.
That is hard.
That's
for
just
sure.
hard. So yeah, I for a long time I did want to do cosmetology, and it was always in the back of my head. I got to do some projects here and there that kind of fulfilled that, but I didn't learn like techniques. I learned basically all on my own and like YouTube and stuff like that.
Me too, girl, because I was bleaching my hair till it died. So
yeah, and then so school was basically just going for accounting, and after a while I was like, this is not for me. This is not driving me at all. It'll get me the money, but at that time that money didn't drive me. It still doesn't. So that's what I was doing. So it was just not for me. And then that segues into something else.
Yeah. Oops.
Which is like so many years later. How many years was it for you? Because you went back to school, right?
I went back to school. So from the first time that I was at PCC to the next school that I went to.
Yeah, like
I think there was like a 4-year gap.
So you left like when we met, because that's when we met. We were still in community college.
Yeah, that was towards the end of, I want to say 2014, because then I took that little gap
break,
and trying to figure out what the hell to do. Well, at the moment, I just kind of wanted to just work and get money, as all 20-year-olds
I think you were working on your debt. I think that's why you were like, let me work for a bit and only dedicate myself to that.
Yeah.
And then you did pay your debt off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I remember when you paid off your Macy's. She's like, I paid off my Macy's card.
I was so happy. With my Corolla, too. It was so great. Yeah, it was really good.
But during the transition, you felt like, I don't want to go back and do what I was doing. Let me actually go what you wanted to do, or
I don't know.
Or what, or like tell us what path you ended up taking with that second college year.
So I think in that time being, I didn't think of much. Honestly, we were having so much fun working at Six Flags when we first met, which was around that same time I was trying to do the commute when I first started there. But when the commute seemed a lot longer for me, which it wasn't, but
to go to PCC?
To go to PCC from the Valley. But I ended up going to the The one in the valley, the LAVC, or what is it called? The
LA Valley College?
Yes, I went there for
you did?
2 classes, I think. I took math.
That was math.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I passed with a C as long as I pass it. Yeah.
That counts.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I took 2 classes there, and then I was like, what am I doing? I don't know anybody in this school. I'm already an adult. And after that, I was working at a fumigation company. I was there for a while.
You were there for a while.
I was there, and then I left, and then I came back. So it was,
that's
yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
First it was like part-time because I was doing Six Flags, and then Six Flags gave me more hours, so I left, and then I came back to it. So
I forgot about that.
It's important for you to know, future you, to make sure you don't burn your bridges, because you never know what you need and what kind of support you need, or if you need to go back to something that may not have been your favorite, but you know you were good at it and they'd accept you back. So burning bridges is one suggestion that I definitely advise you to not do. Yeah.
Do not burn your bridges.
Do not burn your bridges, because you never know.
You never know. It's
you
true.
Really know. Yeah. Just keep it cordial if you don't like the people, but do not burn your bridges.
Yeah,
that's one thing. So that's what I ended up doing. I came back, and then I don't know what happened. I think I was in the midst of like on YouTube or something, and like these videos, I feel like signs for me have been so impactful in my life. And at that moment, I mean, I wasn't getting these videos prior. It's not like I was looking for this, but then it started popping up, like the school started popping up on YouTube.
Like on YouTube? Oh,
yeah, and I was like, why is this popping up? This is so weird. And I was like, wait, this looks interesting. I was like, let me go get more information. So I go and I take my dad with me. We're over there getting some information, learning about the school, like just being in the location. And I'm like, wow, this is like really driving me. Like I can
just feel
like the joy of what I was doing at that moment. So then I applied and I got in. And I ended up going to Los Angeles Film School, which is where I went. I graduated there, class of 2020, during COVID, unfortunately.
I know.
Unfortunately. So I didn't graduate till the following year.
Which we have a really funny video to show you from graduation. That was funny. We're not even going to explain. We're just going to show it.
Yes.
Honorary degree to the shoe.
That was funny.
Yeah. So yeah, after that, I went there. I did my 2 years, and then
what did you major in there?
I majored in business entertainment. So basically, to get the knowledge of how to like
contracts.
No, not necessarily contracts, but like how to do your own branding, how to sell a pitch, monetize what we have, and like split it in different revenues and different things like that. I don't think you'd learn, especially then, because I didn't know anything about social media as much as I did because of that school. Okay. You know what I mean? So like that's how I was able to like do.
And this was in 2018?
This was the start of 2018.
2018, okay. And what were you doing in between that?
Just working. But in between, because that year, it was 2019 when I did all my filming experience. I ended up doing like production assistants to a bunch of different short films. One that won 36 awards.
Is that Patrick?
The Patrick,
Oh, yes. That one was good. We'll plug it right here.
Yeah, so please go
and
watch it.
And there'll be a link.
Yeah, you can go see it. It's beautiful.
She's in it.
Story.
Spot Rosie.
You can find me. Let me know.
Tell them that it's Party to send you.
Shout out to Adam, for sure. For one, I mean, I was in his classes a lot, so he kind of knew how I was working and how I worked. And for bringing me on as a production assistant, but also kind of like a mini line producer. Like I had a lot of little roles trying to help him out and stuff.
Was he a student as well?
He was a student, yeah. But this was his project that he created. Shout out to Caitlin for also writing the story with Adam. And it's just a beautiful story.
It's really good.
I got some really good experience in that. They had invited me to be a part of as a production assistant for an Easter Seals project. They work with individuals with disabilities for them to do like acting roles and have them be in the shot. And then that movie is called Dessa. You can also find it on YouTube.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
Or you can. I'll link it here so you can see it as well. It's really, really cool. It was a weekend shooting that we did. They had to have finished it within 6 hours, I think, of editing and shooting. Like, it's a competition, you know?
Oh,
yeah, and so, like, there was, like, a whole little awards thing, and I don't think we won an award for that, but we did get nominated for a few. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and so because of them, I got to learn about a bunch of new things. I ended up learning how to do grip and be a boom operator, and just a bunch of experience because of that. And then one time, too, I was working with my mom cleaning houses, and she cleaned this individual's house, and that was my official first check that I got as a program assistant. So I had gotten my first check from this company of the lady that worked with my mom. And it was the first time they had me actually go pick up food, come back.
Pick up the coffee,
do all that. Like, I had a radio. We were shooting in LA. I forgot what the thing is called, but if I find it, I'll link it there for you guys to see it. I think they were also doing some kind of competition for it as well. But it was really, really cool. It was a really first time experience and getting paid for it as a production assistant. So I thought that was amazing.
That's a different feeling for sure.
Definitely. So after that, I ended up connecting with an old friend of Mari's who knew about this show called The Plug. And they needed assistance. I think they needed a production assistant at the time. And because they were barely starting, they had some following, but it was just barely starting up. In the moment that I came in, I ran with it. I was there for 2 years.
You were there for a long time.
I was there for a long, long time.
Was that 2020 or 2021?
I want to say it was 2020 and 2021. But yeah, so I did that for 2 years. I ended up doing it a lot, actually. Yeah. I did the food. What did they call it? There's a term for it. I can't remember, but we'll put it up there when I remember it.
Put it
right here. I did a line producing. I did production assistant. I did makeup, hair at that time. I worked the camera. I've never worked the camera in my life. I mean, even till now, actually. When you tell me, you're like, I'm recording it right now. I was like, wait, did I stop it? I stop it. Like, I'm horrible at it. I don't know how I did it and how they trusted me, but sometimes we were short-staffed and we had to do it. We had a lot of interesting people come in.
What was the show about?
The show was basically a show about introducing underground artists to the audience, to anyone who's watching. People who are in the industry, who have made their own way, and then they talk about their experiences and how long they've been doing it to get to where they're at now. And some people have brand deals, some people have like actual like CDs and things out like that, and it's really, they were all really nice, thankfully. All of them are really, really nice, and I got to meet all kinds of people.
That's good though. It's good to network. Even our tattoo artist, shout out to Mimic, he gave us our matching tattoos. You cannot see. We'll put the photo here. But he got to do an episode. We'll actually link his down there. And if you want to check out The Plug, you could.
And his work as well. He's a really good artist.
He does music and he does tattoos, so we'll link him.
I had invited him. I remember we're looking for new artists, and I was telling the CEO of the show, I was telling her that we had this artist, and he pulled up, and we interviewed him, and it was really, really,
his episode got a lot of views
because I think he has a lot of followers in general.
He does.
You know what
from
I mean?
Both tattoo and the music.
Yes, exactly. So people were definitely in. At the time too, I was doing a lot of marketing and editing and our videos
for them for social media and
stuff. I have the screenshot somewhere of how in a month we went up from I think we had like 50 followers to like 100, and then we had way more viewers on our videos than they did when I first started. So I was like, I'm glad I got that experience so that I know that I'm capable of doing what we're doing, girl.
Because that's her role in like our project here. So it's like, if she did it for someone else,
I know we can do it for ourselves. Hell yeah. So so that gave me a lot of experience for sure, and that definitely derailed from what I'm doing now, which is also a beautiful story. But I want to know more about you, girl. Like, what happened? What was your journey after the business situation? What happened there?
I can't remember really when I left that. I know we were working at the first Kohl's, so I know that was 2015, maybe 20. I don't think I was in school 2016.
I don't think you were.
So it took me a long time to go back to school. I left the accounting stuff probably 2015, actually. Yeah, like mid 2015. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to, like,
it was stressful,
to me, it was like, I don't want to waste my time because I'm doing something that I don't even want to do. Like, there's no motivation there. And when there's no motivation for me, I'm just not going to work hard at it. Like, I'm really not. So then I just went to Disneyland a lot with Ruby.
We'll show clips on that too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or you can follow us at our YouTube channel for the
there's a whole playlist, so you can see those videos of us at Disney. So it was a good time. I don't regret any of that.
2016 though. 2016.
So yeah, I left community college in 2015, but my time there was really good. I did have a lot of fun. I was in the drama club for many years, and that's when I kind of was able to fulfill that hairstyling void, because I did a lot of the hairstyling there. I didn't do the makeup. They usually would hire other people, but I was the historian, which is basically like taking the pictures of like behind the scenes, and I made a whole little scrapbook. I would make YouTube videos on it, on like the plays that we used to do. I met my husband in that club, so it was a good time. I do not regret that at all. I love it so much. But it was like, I was like, I'm in school for something I don't want to do. So then I was just working, and in 2017 I was working at a different Kohl's. I did work at two. So I was working there from 2017 to 2021, and I remember just kind of wanting to quit. I was like, I don't want to do retail anymore. As much as I loved my coworkers, I had a really good time. I learned a lot.
Honestly, I want to say coworkers really make your job.
It really does.
Like, the job may be okay, or you find it.
But if you have a good team, then you look forward going to work.
Even if it's a job.
Even if it's a shitty job, you're just like, at least I have my girls there, or whoever you have there, So it was 2021, and I was like, I don't want to do retail anymore. I want to do something else with my life. And at that time I was trying to figure out, like, do I want to go back to school? And if I do, what do I want to pursue? So at first I didn't really have a plan per se. I just knew that I wasn't gonna work at Kohl's anymore. And I remember telling you when I went to the park with you, I was like, I'm gonna quit and I'm gonna start my own business.
Hell yes.
So my business was selling old, or like clothes that I would declutter, like that she would declutter, that was like donated to me, or I would thrift. I would either try to find something that was like in good condition, and then I would sell it on Mercari. And I did make $1,000 on there, so it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad.
And it was at the peak, I think, at the time when everybody was doing
it was the
sales. And
because right now it's hard.
Oh yeah,
it's so hard to sell on there, especially because the shipping and stuff. But I got my like little label printer. I had my laptop. I took all the measurements. Like, I was so thorough with it. So I treated it like a job. Like, okay, I'm gonna clock in at this time. I'm gonna spend this amount of hours, and that's just how I did it. So I did well. It did work well, and luckily, like, my friends were supportive. You gave me clothes, my sister, my mom, my other two friends from Kohl's. So yeah, I did have a lot of people donate clothes, so it worked out.
Yeah, because then you didn't spend on the clothes themselves. Yeah, so it worked out.
Yeah, so it was good. And then while I was doing that, I was like, okay, so I'm not making enough money. So I'm like, so what am I gonna do? And then I was looking into schools, and I was like, well, should I go into the health? What's it called?
Industry.
The health industry. There's another word for it.
Medical industry. I think it's the health industry in general.
Is it?
Yeah.
It sounds funny.
Health
field.
The health field. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Medical field. That's the word.
Yes, that's the word. Because industry feels more like yours.
Oh yeah,
like
you're right.
Industry, but this is a
field. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? I wonder what the difference is.
I don't know. We should look that up.
But you know the term? ChatGPT later on. Can you please Google that? Yeah, so then I thought, okay, maybe I'll try the medical field, since I've always been told that I'll be good at that job. I've always had an interest in health. My classes in college, in community college, I took all the health classes. I just loved it. I love learning about it. So then I went to American Career College, which was, oh my God, so fun. I loved my college experience there. And I went for a medical assistant. And that was a quick 9-month school with a fat ass loan, but it was quick.
It worked out.
It worked out. and it was really fun. I did have a lot of fun.
You met a lot of new people.
Met a lot of new people, learned a lot. I got over some fears because I used to have a really big fear of needles. Especially getting blood drawn.
Oh.
Like I couldn't even think of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our first class, I remember my instructor was like, all right, we're going to do injections. We're going to do blood draw. And
So
I was
quick.
like, yeah.
You're like, it's my first day. What you mean?
Yeah, it was really quick. But she said that she wanted to expose us to that early on because you still had a chance to leave if it wasn't for you.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm going to expose you to everything you're going to be doing as an MA. And if you don't like it, you still have a chance to dip. And, you don't have to worry about your loans or anything.
Oh, that's so smart. I like that.
Yeah, so that was pretty thoughtful of her, actually.
Definitely. I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's very thoughtful.
But I stick with it. I love doing injections. So if you need your injections, call me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry, girl. The little bugs are like creeping
They're
out.
everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I see them flying everywhere. I think because of the lighting. And yeah, I learned how to do all that. That was quick. I did my externship at a hospital / cardiology office, which didn't end well. I did like 100 hours there. I technically wasn't supposed to work at the hospital. It wasn't ran by my school. So when I spoke to my counselor, they were like, yeah, you're not supposed to be there. You're not covered there. The school is supposed to cover it, I don't know if it's about insurance wise.
Maybe.
But I was technically hired just to work at the cardiology office. But then it just didn't work out. I did nothing against the people. I just didn't like the environment of a small office. And I thought I would. Considering how I am,
yeah,
I hated it.
That's
Hated
so
that shit. It just the days felt so long. It was like, yes, we had our patients like by appointment, and sometimes there was nothing. So it's like just paperwork, and it was not for me.
It just wasn't what you wanted. And
No.
either way, it didn't fall into what you do because you're very creative. So like you like to move and do things versus like not and just be like, oh, this is
I need to keep busy. Yeah. So then from there, I did 100 hours there, and then I had 100 hours left. So I moved to an urgent care, and that urgent care had us like this, honey. That was really good experience.
Yeah.
So I am thankful for that. And I was there for a year, and then I quit that job. And then I didn't do anything for a while, and then I got another job, and then we're not going to talk about that job.
We're not going to talk about it, period.
But I left, and now I'm a housewife.
It's been good, actually. It's been really healing for her. So
it has.
It's such a from the get-go to like now. I'm like, you have come a long way, girl. And being a housewife is hard. It can be.
I think it would be harder if we had kids.
Oh,
thankfully we don't yet.
You got babies. You got fur babies.
We got fur babies.
They still take up a lot of time.
So that's what I did.
Wow.
That's my timeline. Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think more so like you had the balls to like leave your job and start your own business.
That was
like
scary.
It's terrifying. And I read a post the other day that said that if you want to start something, you have to go all in.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't get done. And I was thinking about our show and what we're doing now, and I'm like, if we don't go fully and stay committed the way we've been committed, like it doesn't get further than just being on our laptop versus like you too, like when you started your journey. I mean, you made $1,000, girl. Like
what? Selling clothes?
Just selling clothes. And it was in the peak of the resales that they were doing, like versus like now and stuff. So like you jumped on the bandwagon at the perfect time, and your career path changed in such a different way. And
I got a really good experience out of it.
Yeah.
And you got a really good experience out of school too.
I loved school.
And we both had such a good time going back to school because it's something
we chose.
Although it was like when you said initially fresh out of high school, it was not film.
No.
It was to be a social worker. Me, it was to be a cosmetologist. We did completely different jobs and different schooling, but we had such a good time because I think it was a different interest of ours.
Yeah.
That's like we knew was there, but maybe we didn't think that it could be a career path for us or something. So in that way, it worked out really, really
It really
good for us.
did.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Me
I
too.
liked the path that we did of starting school, also I feel like we were pushed in a sense from, I think, our parents and how we grew up and how they wanted the best for us.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the end of the day, I love that both you and I are as enough to be like, I'm gonna stand my ground and I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. You know what I mean? And in our own ways, obviously not that aggressive, but in our own ways, we've been able to do that. And I guess call us the black sheeps, but we stick together. I think it's so, I was thinking about that the other day, how crazy it is that a lot of people just follow what they, what they're told or what they think it's easy and stuff. And we're not saying that we are top notch at this moment with our positions and where we want, where we want to be going forward at this moment.
Yeah, it took us here for a reason. We've done a lot of self-work that we did not do in those times because we were so focused on our careers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and just to be able to do this now and separate our needs and wants to do something that for ourselves versus like what is easiest or what's more common.
We just didn't want to settle.
No,
just period.
And I'm so grateful that we did.
It's very empowering to make that move. And if you're in the transition of like, or not in the transition, but if you're stuck in a spot where you're going to school for something that doesn't drive you,
get out.
You're not going to be happy.
Don't get those loans.
Don't get those loans.
Because you know what? Let me tell you how many school loans I have. I have $40,000 in loans.
That's how much the school was?
That's how much it was. But let me tell you, I don't feel bad for having that loan. Because I enjoyed it.
Loved it, yeah.
Like, same thing, like if you wanted to do cosmetology and people down the line, oh, you wasted $10,000 but it's like at that moment, that's what I wanted. And I'm glad I have that piece of paper that cost me $40,000, but I gained so much. And then you with your medical, you have so much experience that who knows, you would have probably not had if you had stayed with accounting and all that. You know what I mean? So I definitely find what you want to do, for sure, and stick to it, even if it's not what other people think is the right choice.
If you have the motivation for it, you're gonna make it work. 100%. It's funny because our other two from our 4 group, how do you kind of like a foursome, whatever, those two were so dedicated to what they wanted to do from the beginning, and they thrived because that's generally what they wanted to do, and they always knew that from the beginning, when they were fresh out of high school. So it was crazy how like
it's so great to admire that too. You like it,
because when you they know themselves well enough to know this is exactly what I want to do. And for us, we're like, oh,
it was a journey because we were like, it was a battling, like trying not to steer to let people down, I guess, in that way, but also I don't want to let myself down. So it's a lot of tug and war, and I think we needed that to be able to have, 1, this podcast, and 2, just the life journey that has led us to where we're at.
Yeah, because within that timeline, we first thought of the idea of having a podcast in 2021. That's when I was transitioning schools, or like from Pulse to Mercari to school, and then you were doing the plug. So it's like you were doing something that you wanted, but you moved on from that. So it took us a while to even get to this point. And I think we had to go through all of that ourselves separately to then join together.
But also we gained so much to be able to be here.
100%.
You bring
all the experience.
You bring things that I don't have, and I bring things that you don't have, and that just makes our show like 10 times better and it individualizes itself.
It does.
Versus like having a generic like guideline, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. We both have different knowledges.
Yeah.
Which is working out very well in our favor. So
would you
future us?
Future us, thank you. Would you have, like, now looking back at not with the knowledge you have now, but then would you have had changed your career path?
Like how far back? Like before MA or before community college?
When you're in community college, like would you have changed it? What would you change it to?
I definitely would have. Yeah. I think I would have tried to go for cosmetology and just be like, let me just put all of this together and go for what I actually wanted. Because when I was in the club, I was like, oh, I'll do the hair, I'll do this, because I love doing that. I was very involved in that, or photography.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh man, like they're both a creative, work, but it made me it opened my eyes to like, okay, you don't have to be a hairstylist in a salon necessarily. You could be a hairstylist in film. You could do a hairstylist in theater, which is what I loved. So in some ways, I'm like, damn, like that would have been cool. I could have been doing that. But
you would have had your own business, and who knows?
Yeah, I could have just been a celebrity hairstylist or something.
You never know.
Or been in theater, like work at the Contagious. I don't know.
That would be cool. Hell yeah. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. What about you? Like when you were in community college?
I think I would have liked to have done psychology. So I really enjoyed those courses.
Psychology, yeah.
I loved all that. And then also clay. Like I took a clay class or like a ceramics class, and I loved how messy it was and how freeing it was to just create whatever out of nothing, like literally a blob. And that just gave me so much like freedom in that way. And I think I would have done a lot more creativeness had I followed in that step of working with my hands, because I'm not good at that. I'm not. So I think I definitely would have done that if I had changed my path in that way.
Yeah.
But I like my experiences, and I like the knowledge that I had. I mean, if I could be a lawyer back then and had that mindset that I have now, then I probably would have been a lawyer by now. But then that wouldn't be where I see myself now. You know what I mean? Like, as much as maybe that version of me in a different life and different dimension is there and well and alive and thriving. But right now for me, I don't think that's where I'd want to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be an accountant either. No offense to the accountants, so it's just not me, honey. Numbers, no thanks.
False for you.
Yeah, everybody's different.
So let's just bring it in here. What advice do you have for people who are starting in college, who are fresh out of high school, and then the mid 20s, like when we first met, like that transition? What advice do you have for the viewers? And
well, I already mentioned kind of about if you're already in school for something that you don't necessarily love and you feel like I could thrive in this, like you believe in yourself enough, I say go for it. Go for whatever you actually want to do. Don't be afraid. Just know that things will work out because you're going to work towards it. If you're in between not knowing if you're willing to risk it, I would say join clubs that have to do with what you want to do.
Or outside.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a club in the school. It can be anywhere. You can join a class, do something, and that sometimes will drive you.
Oh yeah,
to go 100%. Towards what you want, because then you're gonna get a little bit of experience. Yeah, you're gonna have that extra push, that extra experience. So I would do that, or maybe like try to connect with people who do that, who pursue something that you want to pursue. Yes, I think that's what I would advise that I can think of now. What about you?
I think one thing that if I can tell myself back in the day, would be, obviously, because you're in your 20s, you wanna get as much money as you can. You're money hungry. You want to do this. You want to do that. I mean, if that's the path you want to go to, I would definitely suggest doing a small career path, be that an MA,
like a short
career path, because early in your years, all you want to get is money in that moment. That short career paths allow you to get that, right? And then you still have time to decide not to use your full financial aid until you're ready to go to actual, like, something that you want to do later in life. Because throughout, I feel like in my own personal experience, I would have not used any of my financial aid until I got to where I was at, because I wanted to go there, because that was something that was driving me, and I wouldn't have used it. Not that I don't mind my experiences early on and stuff, but to be able to get that kind of money that I wanted in my 20s, I think a mini career path like that would have been so beneficial.
Oh yeah.
Before, and then as I'm learning through life and the journeys of that career path, I think it would have helped me lead to, okay, now I want to be, let's say I did MA and I wanted to be a doctor someday, because I was already working in some kind of field and I knew what that was about. Or maybe that's not what I wanted. Like in your case, it switched, so it was so different. And I feel like that doing that early on, I would have avoided so much, but it would have been able to gain all that financial gain that I wanted at that moment in my 20s. I also think too, another thing that I would advise is definitely don't burn your bridges. Like I said prior, I think that is so crucial. I know that this is a time when a lot of people get to be a lot more outspoken versus the way we were when we were growing up and stuff. And I respect y'all for that, the younger crowd. However, when you burn your bridges, you don't know exactly where you're going to end up. And when you need a helping hand from someone prior that your work employment, I'm not trying to tell you to be besties with them, but obviously do your best, be cordial, and know that you are there because they allowed you to be there. So don't burn that bridge. Move on if you need to move on. Also, don't move on until you have a new job set in line, period. That's it. Don't just quit just like that. Unless you're motivated and you're like, this is my passion.
Unless you do what I do.
Then you got this,
then you can risk it all. But that took a lot, yeah.
But it does take a lot, you know what I mean? And especially when you're young and you're worried about your bills and all these things and whether you have kids or not, don't do that. I feel like if you have something aligned and ready to go, then go for it. That way you don't worry about the stress about it. That's one thing too. And then at the end of the day, I feel like you said, go do what you want to do. And it's scary, I feel, to go and do what you want to do.
Especially if your family or maybe your friends don't necessarily support it. Or even if they don't say it out loud, but they aren't loud about supporting you in that and think you're crazy for doing that. Trust me, if it's a job, it could be a job for you. Yeah. If it's a job for someone else, it could be a job for you.
Exactly.
You just have to make it happen.
And be passionate about it and put in the work and be disciplined. I just got to say, we're ones to go with the flow a lot, you and me. And us being so disciplined to get this to where we're at and where we want it to be, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of time, and it's a lot of behind the scenes that you have to, because we're dealing with life. We're dealing with our own lives. We're dealing with our home life and work life, or for our babies, all this nonsense that happens in families and all this stuff. But if you want it the way we wanted it, you'll find the time to do that for yourself.
Yeah, to dedicate time
to get to where you want to be. Because to tell you you can't be a content creator, I would have told you that years ago, because that was not a thing as much as it is now. And right now, I think I saw a post somewhere that said the online platforms are for your gain, not just for you to share your wonderfulness to your family, friends. No, it's
if you use it,
it's a power.
Right? Yeah,
it's a tool.
It's a tool.
Yeah,
it's a tool.
If you know financially, even better. If you get it, when we first started shooting our Disney videos, and back in 2016, we were into a bunch of Instagramming, and we were doing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, we were in the Disney Instagram community. We love that.
Exactly. And now I see these people that we started with. Yeah. Now they're Universal promoters. They're Disney.
They work at Disney. Yeah. It's crazy.
It is amazing. So to tell you that it's not possible, no, it is. We've seen it. And we're proud of all of them who got that chance and to stick to it. And
it's our turn, baby.
It's our turn. It came full circle, and it wasn't. We needed this experience to be able to share that with you. Yeah. Future you, future us. I hope you're thankful for this moment when you look back.
Don't forget about the little people. Okay?
Little people.
I was gonna say too that when it's something risky, something like this, where it's not a common job, although I feel like it is now a common job, but some generations don't believe that it could be a job. You're gonna get a lot of hate. And I have seen a lot of videos on TikTok and say that anybody just picks up a microphone can be a YouTuber or a podcaster. Not just anyone can sit here in public, have a full conversation about your life. Yeah. But if you can do that and that's what you want to do, you're going to do it. You're not going to give a fuck. Yeah. When we're doing this, we're in parks. We're in public. We're in the car.
If we see things.
Yeah. If there's something sketchy or something, or if there's noise. But we know that we're in our own bubble and we're doing this for the future us. Because we want to grow this.
Exactly.
So if you have that motivation, you can do it.
And just 100%. Work hard at it and believe in yourself. I think more than anything, believe in yourself, because there will be some fails here and there, but if you keep believing in yourself, you're going to keep doing it. And remember that 2 steps back and 1 step forward is still a step forward.
Yep.
So
period. And we end it right there. No, I'm kidding.
We just want to say thank you.
Thank you for watching.
For staying in tune. I'm not sure how long this video is, but it feels long.
It's a long one.
It's a long one. So thank you if you made it to the end. What emoji do you want to put?
Oh, the camera?
Oh yeah,
the video camera.
The video camera. Yeah, and let us know what your journeys are. If you have any questions for us or any advice that you'd like to get from us, we're more than welcome.
Or if there's any
answer
if there's any advice that you want to share so that other people can watch it too,
please share that with us. And definitely, I think it's important to create a space where you can connect, and I think thankfully YouTube and now the social media allows us to. Obviously, there's still going to be people with negative concepts or negative thoughts, but remember not just to push those to the side, because they're minor opinions versus what you feel and what you're able to do.
Yeah, so there will be a lot of people supporting you, a lot of strangers supporting you. I know that we're part of that community for other creators, or we're always like, oh, did you see this?
Yeah.
Like, it's possible.
Yeah. So
just keep reminding yourself.
And remind yourself too, like a lot of the artists that you see, I was thinking about Becky G because I was listening to her music. Like, she started at 15. Homegirl is like 20 something now. Yeah. And now she's touring. She headlining her own tour. Yeah. Thankfully that we went to that one. We love you, Becky.
You can see the video right here. No,
and like, just to see her go from like early on shower songs to like what she's doing now, it's so different.
Crazy.
But it's not impossible. That's the thing that I'm trying to get. Yeah, like you're able to do
your
it.
dreams are possible.
Exactly. As long as you work hard, and it's a lot of hard work, but
it pays off. It pays off once you have that moment. I love seeing, just sidetracking. I love seeing that moment of artists when they're in their concert and they have that moment of like, oh my God, I made it. Oh, I love seeing that because it's
genuine reaction.
It's genuine reaction.
Like, they literally worked so
gratitude
hard.
And they're just like, oh my God, I made it to where I want to be, and I want to get there.
We will.
And we will.
The universe, God's on our side.
I can't wait. We're going to play back this little clip when we do.
And we'll take it back. That'll be like our added to the list of things that we've done in our career.
Yes. Definitely.
I love that. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.
Have a good time.
Bye.